and gents, I am the Rev. We are back with more Between the Stars, the ever-expanding reading repertoire that I have got to get through. And in the last episode, we got everything set up now so we can go behind enemy lines. So before I even jumped behind enemy lines, I wanted you guys with me. So we are now supposed to go to Vofelu. All right.
This is Commander Morpha, transmitting from Nova Magna headquarters. Admiral Nartos has ordered all captains from the neighboring sectors to the White Jewel. Abandon your current positions and set course for the rendezvous immediately. Zerx and Udon squadrons will deal with the remaining Republic scouts. May the sun light your way.
Great. Nardos' whole army assembled in the same city we're headed to? What's the plan, Captain?
Now that we have the IDs, we'll officially report to headquarters. We'll have to remain undercover until we find out more information on Nardos' plan, or we see an opportunity to take him down.
If you put it that way, it even sounds easy. But I'm afraid this is your worst idea to date, Captain.
Shall I remind you of the story with the lobster bucket?
Your second worst idea.
Ooh, I want to hear the lobster bucket story. All right, well, let's see what happens. Should be interesting. Let's go to the shipyard, see what we got here. Ooh, that's new. Oh man, it is a terrific ship. Got 6 red ports and 2 blue, but man, no resistance to. I mean, look at this. Oof. Well, yeah, it should have strong engine. Still, it's a cool looking ship. What do we got here? Well, that's a cool looking one. Yeah, we've been blowing these up. No wonder they chew into us so good. Jeesh. But again, yeah, crap engine. Decent energy. Yeah, too many negative signs. Come on. I'll take your most expensive ones. Ooh. Got a bigger hull, but you're not going to have a whole lot of shield. And it's slow as a turd. And it looks like we're back to the, what we already saw. Yeah. Oh well. Man, you know, if these were better, I'd think about it, but... Alright, so we gotta look around various spots. Come on, where is it? Ah, there we go. Sorry, folks, if you wonder why there might be some weird little edits before I start reading, it's just because I'm drinking water and trying to get my voice ready for all of this reading. Nova Magna, one of the 3 great capitals of the Children of the Sun, was built upon the ashes of an ancient Equilian capital, Uni. The first alliance that gave birth to the Children of the Sun was formed by 6 races from the neighboring sectors, including the Equizens. Among them, after years of continuous worries and space expansion, the revolts that led to an internal war soon began. The Equian people, being the most prosperous and numerous, believed themselves capable of subjugating the rest of the races and to take lead within the alliance, which we all know didn't end too well for them. Oh, so their white privilege got in the way. Ah. After the landslide victory of the other races, the Equians were driven from the alliance and exiled from their planet. Uni was devastated, and on top of it, the children built a gigantic city as a reminder so that no one would ever forget what happened to those who opposed the alliance. It's the first time that you've ever been here. Before the war, on more than one occasion, you heard the Children of the Sun bragging about the Great White Jewel, as they called it, but you've never had the chance to see it for yourself. After being defeated by the Interstellar Republic, the treaty was served to unify the 2 parts of the galaxy, allowing them some control over their sectors, although this has never meant a particularly peaceful relationship since the opening of the borders and Except for high-ranking officials of the Republic who attend official events, foreigners aren't particularly welcome. In the streets, you see dozens of patrols of Children of the Sun soldiers marching in the same direction. If you want to get to headquarters without raising suspicions, you'll have to follow them. Should we just follow the troops? Yeah, why not? You and the crew move forward, blending with the rest of the soldiers thanks to your uniform and masks. After crossing several streets, you begin to understand why Children of the Sun call the city the White Jewel. Wherever you look, both the buildings and the colossal military monuments are built in white ivory, dazzling triumphantly under the sector's main star. Sculptures and large domes decorate the streets you cross, while flags wave triumphantly on most facades. There's no doubt that this place is one of the Children of the Sun's most important capitals. One of the streets leads you to a gigantic square in front of a palace as white as the rest of the city. The troops are forming in it, distributing themselves evenly in front of the balcony of the building and two huge screens located next to it. Suddenly, the murmur of the crowd fades during an absolute silence. The screens light up while you make out the small figure on the balcony. On the screens, Emperor Natos makes an appearance, addressing the crowd. Brothers, the dreams we've been pursuing for years have finally come true. Our yoke and our chains have been nipped in the bud. The interstellar republic is on the edge, thanks to the spilled blood of thousands of our own true Children of the Sun. But believe me, if I tell you that every single drop of blood shed by Children of the Sun will be avenged 1,001 times. Crowd cheers with joy as he continues. The Republic think they've won the battle at the Dome. We'll let them believe so. Our goals have been met with the greatest success. They think they can confront us, that they can annihilate us. We'll crush them in the name of justice. You clench your fists tightly. In the name of justice, the only thing that the Children of the Sun have ever done is murder and seek vengeance for past wars. Nobility, pride, you would laugh out loud if your blood wasn't boiling. All right. For years, our leaders, puny bloodsuckers, have been dealing with the Republic as cowards. There's no possible deal with the Children of the Sun. Our hatred was sealed with the blood during the Great Stellar War. There will be no treaty, no summit or pact that will ever stop us. We'll burn everything the Republic has built at our expense. Gee, play the victim much, guys? Man, we'll burn them to ashes and show them what we're capable of. In other words, we'll show them why they should wipe us out. The last thing Kendra Mason and her people will see will be the Children of the Sun's masks as their lives slip away. The crowd cheers again as Nortos goes on with more emphasis. Our empire won't come out of the blue. It won't be given to us by a few charlatans. Our empire shall be forged with a fire more scorching than any war. Sunlight will illuminate the entire galaxy. May the sun light your way to victory. Rah! Notos leaves the balcony and the screens go black. The murmur comes back for a while as the different groups of soldiers start to dissolve. It's very likely that most of the units are heading for headquarters, so it shouldn't be difficult to find the place. Now, Worsage. You follow the large line of troops through the city until you reach the giant wall that borders the military zone. At the entrance, several turrets guard the access while the soldiers insert their IDs into the generic scanner, waiting for the doors to open. You approach the huge hatch while you stare at your ID. You cross your fingers as you look at the turrets that... No shit, I'd be... boy, if you had a piece of coal up your butt, you'd have a diamond. At the turrets that turn from one side to the other, following every person passing by. If the hack had been detected, this will be the end of your adventure. You get in front of the line, followed by your crew, and you insert your ID. A light scanner runs through you from top to bottom, checking your identity. The light goes out as a drop of sweat runs down your face, and the gates open wide to let you in. You've done it. The Children of the Sun's facilities are huge. Hundreds of soldiers walk through the compound from one building to another, while platoons form under the command of their captain. You have to be careful. Although you are already inside, many of the areas are restricted to the higher military ranks, making it impossible for a captain to access them. If you want to go unnoticed, it would be best if no one sees you snooping around where you aren't supposed to. You head straight to the headquarters offices where two soldiers across the desk greet you with an unfriendly faces. Name? Captain Astra. Jet Astra. Give him your ID and the man starts typing. This is odd. You haven't got a unit assigned. There's a transfer request, Colonel. Captain Astra and his crew are awaiting the assignment of a unit. I see. You've been assigned to Unit 4 under Commander Morpha's command. A grimace crosses the other clerk's face as he looks at you. You should be in the training camps of Building 6, next to the new recruits. Once you enter, take the elevator on your right and go down to the 15th floor. You'll find them in one of the gravitational control rooms. You turn around to leave the building, but one of the soldiers addresses you. Be careful with Morpheus, newbie. He's a splendid soldier, but he's quite unstable. You'd be surprised by a number of the casualties he himself has caused within his own unit. Oh, great. So we get assigned to the damn whack job. It's funny, a child of the sun worried about your well-being. If he knew who you really were, he'd probably try to kill you with his own hands right then and there. Although the buildings don't seem too large from the outside, almost all of them are connected by an intricate system of tunnels, underground platforms, as a means of protection against a possible air attack. Although you've been shown the way at the registry office, on more than one occasion you've forced to turn around, finding yourself completely lost. Finally, you find the training area where the gravitational control cameras are located. These rooms have been designed to optimize physical training under different conditions. The highest levels of gravity turn your body into a huge weight, making it even difficult to breathe. After weeks of training on the inside, the result is more than evident on the outside. Oh yeah, training at high gravity, man, you'd be badass. You end up in a long corridor that connects it to different chambers. Several groups of soldiers are waiting there. Since you don't know where to find Morphia, you address one of them. I'm looking for Commander Morphia. The woman looks at you with an arrogant smirk until she recognizes the badge on your uniform. Suddenly her expression changes, putting her feet together and ridding a military suit. Lieutenant Blaze reporting, Captain. Excuse my impertinence. The commander is meeting the new recruits in room 9. I can take you there if you wish. Yeah, let's go. The woman addresses the rest of the soldiers under her command, making them wait while she leads you to the hallway to the hatch that gives access to room 9. The lieutenant wipes her ID and the door opens. You follow Lieutenant Blaze inside and immediately feel the shift in gravity. 3 chambers are no different from the ones you used in the Interstellar Republic. The room is spacious with several different areas. On one side of the room, all the fitness machinery can be found, while the other side is completely empty. There are several weapons hanging on the walls, probably used for combat instruction. In the middle of the combat zone, an elderly man is standing surrounded by recruits doing non-stop push-ups. Commander, a captain has come to talk to you. How much you want to bet we're going to get into a fight? Whether we want to or not. Speak loud and clear. I've been transferred to your unit, Commander. My crew and I are at your disposal, awaiting further orders. They sent me another useless soldier to turn into a true soldier. Who's your former commander soldier? Yeah, let's go Lane Riley. Yeah, because that's a dude's ship we took. Wow, so you're one of the Harpies chicks. I heard the Republic took her and her crew down. Where were you? Several Republic ships were following us, Commander. We tried to get rid of them by warping, but they followed our track. We managed to take them down, and we tried to pull back, but it was too late. Commander Riley had fallen in combat. So it's true. It's a shame. I would have loved to be there. So, you think you have what it takes to join my unit? I'm just following orders, sir. Yeah, don't be conceited. Oh, no. Look at all the aptitude crap. Okay, Barrett, sign. You'll fight with Captain Astra. Show them what Unit 4 is made of. The 2 biggest men in the group, of course. His two frickin' bulldogs. The 2 biggest men in the group stop doing push-ups and head for the combat zone where they pick up 3 knives. Leave your crew behind you and walk to the combat zone, taking the knife they offer you. Get ready to raise your guard. Yeah, let's go, I guess, leadership. Come on. Nice. We should have won that. With a quick move, you play with the knife, making it spin in the air. The men look at each other hesitantly, without daring to attack. The commander shouts angrily, "Attack!" It's time. You drop the knife on the floor and slowly approach them. Both raise their own knives, trying to make you stop. You hold the hand of one of them tightly, putting the edge of the knife on your neck, and you look at him in the eye. You make sure you cut deep enough or you'll lose your head. So you walk up, grab a dude, you put the knife to your throat. Okay, the man drops the knife and looks at the commander, who silently watches the scene. Slowly he addresses you. I have to admit that you've been well instructed, soldier. You're worthy of Unit 4. Oh, so because you show no fear and you're psycho. Okay. You answer, disgusted. An officer should never abuse the lower ranks this way. Thank you, Commander. It will be an honor to serve under your command. Commander walks by your side, heading for the remaining soldiers. Commander Morphia. As for you, Barrett, you disappointed me. Morphia draws his weapon and shoots him in the head without hesitation. Holy crap! The commander raises his voice to his platoon. The training is over. Get out of headquarters and get Kane out of my sight before I shoot him too. Without hesitation, the soldier picks up their companion's dead body and leaves the room. I've misjudged you. Since the beginning of the war, the number of recruits has skyrocketed more than ever. Everyone agrees with the Emperor's speech. It's my job to find out who will be a valuable asset in the fight and who will be a hindrance. I hope you understand. No mistakes are allowed in my unit. Okay, Captain, I have a mission for you. A few days ago, we lost one of our communication centers in a neighboring sector. Communications were cut during the attack, which makes me suspect it was an internal sabotage. Does he suspect his own men? They're not mere suspicions, Captain. Before the attack, I sent a squadron led by Captain Quartz to the communications center to reinforce the defense. I haven't heard from them again. It's odd that we haven't received any reports from him since his departure, but it's even more odd that the communications center didn't report any enemy ships approaching before the attack took place. I believe that Captain Quartz and his soldiers deserted their post and destroyed the station to cover up their treachery. I've considered reporting about it, but the rest of my captains are heading for the battlefront. I'm sure you understand that if this comes to light, it would be a great humiliation for our unit. Don't you think, Captain? Yeah, you know, I'm sure he wants a yes man. I don't want to get shot. You'll leave immediately with two of my best lieutenants. Lieutenant Polaris and Lieutenant Blaze will serve under your command. Go to the communications center and find the trail of the traitors. I don't think I have to explain to you what to do once you find them. It's more than clear. You stare at the commander as you nod. If it's not possible to capture Quartz alive, at least make sure that he suffers. Teach him what the children of the sun do to traitors. May the sun light your way, Captain. Oh, boy.
Lieutenant Blaze and Lieutenant Polaris present, sir. The commander has placed us under your command.
Roger that, Blaze. We're heading to the communications center in search for clues. Have your crews prepare their spacesuits. We'll have to access what's left of the station to find the records previous to the attack.
Aye, Captain.
Yes, sir. Do you believe Quartz and his men did this, Captain?
It's hard to tell. Morpha seemed pretty sure about it.
Why would the Children of the Sun attack their own communication center?
If their real goal was to desert, it would make sense to build a cover-up. I guess their plan was to blow up the station and fake their own deaths so as to avoid any consequences. So far, these are only conjectures. Once we've investigated the station, it'll be easier to draw conclusions.
You know, I do wonder, how would you put the level of storytelling into this game without all of the reading text? Some of the talking, yeah, but only about half of... Uh-oh. Why do we stop? That is a weird thing this game does. For some reason, just pull me out of warp. For no reason, just stop me. How much you want to bet we're going to have to blow up the two people that are with us? Fine by me. They're the enemy.
They are jamming our engines, Captain. Congratulations, you've made it onto my blacklist.
sex!
Now, you'll notice I added some new weapons here. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing? There we go.
Well done. May, send a damage report to my terminal immediately.
See, and this is what I was talking about a few episodes ago. If we could have someone like this, right? A ship like this, it'd be so easy to keep them. You know what I mean? We'd be able to hide, use them as bait, all kinds of different crap. I think that's what the game tried to do. That first pause was just trying to put guys after us here. All right. Dead station.
Captain Astra, we've checked the mooring bridges and they're completely wrecked. We'll have to force the openings to access the inside.
Thanks, Blaze. We would never have noticed without your insight. Will you stop wasting our time and get the opening device ready?
I'm not answering to you, Polaris. I still don't understand why the commander sent you with us.
That's enough. Initiate the opening protocol. We're moving in.
There we go. We got to go to the top of it. It's cool, nice little smoke effect. You can't believe it. Are these really Commander Morph's best men? Usually, after their introduction as recruits, the soldiers are assigned to the command of a different captains to serve aboard their ships. Once the captain personally appraises their capacities, most of them then become official crew members. The most exceptional ones, however, are promoted to lieutenants and are granted a ship with a small squad to command. After proving their value in several missions, lieutenants are promoted to captains, officially becoming elite soldiers and being responsible for the training of new troops in their respective ships. This could only mean both Blaze and Polaris aspire to become captains in the near future, and having two aspiring captains arguing before their superior isn't a good sign. Blaze activates the systems and the access door opens, allowing you in. You and your crew leave the ship and meet the two lieutenants and their crews inside. There they are, at least a dozen children of the sun in a wrecked station, alongside a captain of the Interstellar Republic. If someday you tell the story, probably no one would believe you. Jody Blaze renders a military salute while Polaris stares at you in the distance. Alright, she's reporting. Yeah, let's split up into 3 groups. I don't want those dipshits around me. Along with your crew, you leave the lieutenants and their men and split up in search of clues. It's the best option. Although the condition of the station isn't very promising, splitting up gives you more room to maneuver. You go deeper and deeper inside, looking for the control room. Along the way, you check every terminal in search of functioning equipment, anything that could give you a clue. After a while, you finally give up. The explosion had wrecked the whole communications center. Any data which hadn't been sent to headquarters before the attack had been lost forever. You use the suit's transmitter to speak with your 2 new men. We haven't found anything, Captain. The terminals are all too damaged to access the records. Yep. There's a short silence during which you realize your mistake. A captain of the Children of the Sun isn't the kind of soldier who easily praises his men or their achievements. Thank you, Captain. Just do my job. Unfortunately, the damage from the attack is severe, bad enough to leave us without a clue as to what happened. Don't be ridiculous. Jaden would never do something like this. You know him as well as I do. He's been acting weird since he was promoted captain. He and several ships went missing right after the communications center was attacked. Only you can be so blind as not to see the connection, Polaris. Jaden Quartz was one of the last lieutenants to be promoted to captain within Unit 4. Commander Morpha was impressed by his leadership skills and personally recommended him to the Emperor Nartos. He became very popular among the unit soldiers. The last thing we know is that he was posted here to lead the communications center's defense. Since then, we haven't received any reports from him or the other ships that were with him. Might have got blown up. Although he had been recently appointed, Quartz was one of the most skilled captains in the unit. It's impossible that 2 captains of the Republic were enough to stop him. Yeah, unless he came up against us, and we'd probably smoke him. All depends on your ship. It's hard to believe that he and his men deserted, but there's no other explanation. He'd better have a good reason. Lieutenant Jody Blaze is particularly upset. Oh, she's probably dating him. Her tone of voice reflects the rage and anger inside her. On the other hand, Polaris is remaining much calmer. You're about to answer when a voice coming from your transmitter draws your attention. Lieutenant Blaze, Captain Asher, we got a problem. The crew member's portrait appears on your helmet HUD. He's talking from Blaze's ship. We're reading Children of the Sun warp signatures in the vicinity. You should get back immediately, Captain. It seems their IDs match the mission ship. Oh, crap! It looks like the warp signatures of the Children of the Sun ships have been identified in the area. Have you been followed? Do they know you're after them? Coming back to the crime scene would be reason enough to sentence them as guilty. On your way back, you leave the lieutenant behind. You and your crew board the ship as fast as you can and man the battle stations. All right.
So I've already been replaced. Hasn't Morpha found anyone better to come after my head?
You must be Captain Quartz, I guess. I was expecting something else, given the trouble you've caused to the commander.
That's a good one. A child of the sun with a sense of humor. I'm glad to see that I haven't been replaced by one of those morons at headquarters.
You answer Quartz. I'm glad you voluntarily left your hiding place. You saved us a great deal of work, Quartz. It would have taken us weeks to track down your position. Splendid, Captain. I wouldn't like to waste your time, so I'll be as brief as possible. You'll turn around right now and head for headquarters. Among my men to leave. You'll report to Commander Morpha on the state of the communications center, and you'll tell him you've lost track of my men. Unfortunately, what he's asking... Well, yeah, if he did that, right, considering what that whack job is, even if he wasn't this, you know, Republic dude, that's a death sentence going back and telling him that. The captain's... Yeah, I mean, come on. Unfortunately, what he's asking is impossible. Even letting him go would be too risky. You know for sure that you have to bring Quartz's head to Morpha. Or it'll be your head. He'll ask for it. Yep. You know as well as I do that Morpha would never accept this. Not only you abandoned your position, taking with you part of the commander's fleet, but you've also blown up one of his communication centers. The children won't stop until we see you dead, Quartz, no matter how far you run away. There's no point in denying our guilt, Captain. I'd like to think you'd understand my reason if I explained them to you, but even if I managed to convince you, it wouldn't change a thing. I get it, however. A while ago, I would have said much the same thing, and still, Captain, you seem to be a sensible man, so I'll offer you a deal. What the hell's going on? I'm willing to turn myself in as long as you let my men get away. I know Morpha won't stop until he finds me. If I can settle this whole matter by turning myself in, I'm ready to die. Think about it, Captain. You'd hand over to the commander the man he's looking for so desperately. Without him having to move a finger, I'm sure he'll generously reward you for that. Did you hear that right? A captain of the Children of the Sun has just asked you to let his men go away in exchange for his own life? You must be losing your mind. I know it's not a trap. It's just a ruse. It has to be. It makes no sense at all that Quartz is willing to sacrifice himself for the rest of the soldiers who came along with him. We outnumber you, Captain. It'd be easy for us to take you down if we wanted, although I'd love to see that look on your face when we blow up your ship. I must admit, that would be useless. Sooner or later, Morphe will send more ships after us. I'm tired of fighting, Captain. You may not understand it, but it's still a really good deal for you. So, what are our options? What could happen? Well, if we take him on, yeah, it's easy. We might be able to use them against the Children of the Sun. We haven't gotten any of the information we're supposed to get. That bloodthirsty sucker. Well, yeah, but if we hand him, then he gets to play with. Yeah, let's try the deal.
That's very noble of you, Quartz. We'll accept your terms. As soon as you set foot on my ship, we'll head to Nova Magna. Your men will suffer no harm. You have my word.
I appreciate that, Captain. It feels good to see there's someone left in the army with some common sense. Get the shuttle ready.
General Quartz, you can't turn yourself in.
Silence! We've already reached an agreement. Let's put an end to this, once and for all.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
What are you doing? I said we accepted their surrender!
How dare you, Quartz! You traitor! It's time for you to pay for what you've done!
Blaze, have you lost your mind?
Negotiations are over. Get ready for combat.
How could you do this to us, Quartz? I thought we were friends!
Blaze, pull yourself together, damn it!
Jody? Jules? What are you guys doing here?
We've come for you, Quartz! You really thought you could get away with it and leave me and Polaris behind?
Shad, Holtz, protect the ships. The rest of us, we're pulling back.
General Quartz, we can still fight them.
I said we're pulling back.
No way! We won't allow it to happen!
Hello, Chip.
Damn it! We lost him again!
It was your fault, Blaze! What the hell was that all about?
We'll talk about all this later. We must first deal with the enemies left.
You got it!
Copy that.
Oh, good, we don't run into our own people. Okay, well, sure is a lot of ships were blowing up here. Last couple right here. Hey, buddy. I think you're all that's left. Well, shit's gonna hit the fan now.
Enemy forces taken down, Captain.
Ah, Blaze! Damn it! We could have captured him!
You really think Quartz intended to turn himself in? Oh, don't be foolish.
It wasn't your call, Blaze. If it hadn't been for your reckless move, we could now have Quartz locked up and on the way to Nova Magna. It almost seemed as if you were trying to prevent it.
Are you accusing me of treason, Polaris?
That's enough, Lieutenants. I want to speak to both of you on my ship. Now.
Captain, I
don't want any excuses. We'll discuss the matter as soon as you get on board.
Well, I have to say this about this mission. Holy crap, did we get a lot of stuff. I think that's all. But this episode is getting long in the tooth. So we'll stop right here if we take a quick look at the stuff we got here. Okay, flat cannon, radar. Oh, that is just garbage. Heavy cannon of the Republic, Mark 1. Yeah, but it's a normal quality, not worth leveling. These are the two that I've been keeping, which is a dual arc laser cannon Mark III and artillery cannon Mark III, just for when we get to the point in the story where I go back to my other ship. I want to make sure I have enough of these things open. Oh, wait a minute. Why are these guys named wrong. Because I upgraded them, that's why. There we go. Now we actually have everything going. Alright. And we got a little bit of this. Ooh, I got a lot of crap to get rid of. Alrighty, folks. So, tune in next time. See what happens with our meeting. Polar Blaze looks like what it's going to be. So, keep your heads down. May all ships up. Or your guns. And I'll see you again real damn soon.